GCAC started in 1973, and it's a private nonprofit that receives money from the city government and from the hotel motel bed tax. So it's not your tax dollars; it's your friends and family's tax dollars who come here, who support us. And in that time, there's been 3 different logos for GCAC, and I think that that's probably not a bad thing. As an organization and as times change, you have to regularly reevaluate that one facet of your brand, and what is that very public face that you put out there. As a funding organization, and I can speak to this a little bit better from the side of the Ohio Arts Council, who I worked for 16 years. We struggle constantly to get our grantees to sort of adhere to the rules of recognition. It's very important as a publicly funded agency that the people who attend events and patronize our grantees understand that their tax dollars are supporting that event. That's a really, really significant part of what we do, and an important part of our branding efforts. So the latest redesign of GCAC's logo, I'll tell you this is, I think, sort of best practices, or maybe things to watch out for. Sometimes you get a really great design, and you don't always necessarily think about. And I wasn't at GCAC when this happened, which is, I'm not shifting the blame or anything. I'm just saying sometimes, and because it certainly happened in my past as well. You get a really great design, you're like, no, this is great, and then you don't think about all of the permutations of it and how it will be carried out, and the various ways in which it will appear. And so when GCAC's logo was last redesigned about 3 or 4 years ago. And it's a very nice logo right now. It was done in sort of a grayscale. It wasn't black. Well, the problem with that is that in a lot of our funders' publications, our logo gets very small, and then because it's not quite black, it really disappears, particularly when it's in a sea of a whole bunch of other logos. So just this past year, I had them all redone in black, and it doesn't have quite the same gracefulness as the previous version, but it's more effective and more visible.